It's tomorrow's wrestling today. That makes us NWA Wildside, your #1 wrestling alternative in these United States of America. Thank you for joining us. Stephen Prazak along with Dan the Dragon Wilson and my friends. NWA Wildside has gone completely topsy-turvy.
Over the last 2 weeks, some significant events have transpired in NWA Wildside. We are without a Wildside heavyweight champion. The role model Jason Cross has apparently retired from professional wrestling, leaving the Wildside heavyweight championship vacant. It is now going to be determined in Freedom Fight 2002 in the War Games match. David Young, the former champion who never got his rematch, has been added to that match. Now every man has the opportunity to become Wildside heavyweight champion.
And however, a main event last week here on Wildside was one for the books. We saw a match with 8 other participants that will be involved in War Games 2002 at Freedom Fight, June 29th at the NCW Arena. It was a melee of mega proportions, as you're seeing some scenes from that match right before your eyes right now. The carnage was unbelievable. They're still talking about it here at NWA Wildside, Dan.
Yes, and fans, some of you that don't attend the Wildside Arena shows regularly, on each and every Friday night, Wildside has shows here at the NCW Arena that are not televised. The main event of the show last night was Rick Michaels teaming with the Rock and Roll Express against Rain Man and TNT. Well, some significant events transpired before that match as well, Steven.
And it certainly involved the original gangsta, New Jack. Let's go to the footage.
Hey, you make sure that camera's running, and you make sure you don't mess this up, or we'll whoop his ass and then come back and whoop your ass. You film this, and you give it to Bill Brown, and we gonna show him how we feel about Rick Mike. What's up, Rick? Come on, get on it! Get on it! What the hell? What y'all doing? Wait! Come on, bro! Come on! What the hell? What's going on in here, man? Oh, my, it's hurting nose, dude. You all right, bro?
Last month, the National Wrestling Alliance unleashed TNA, total non-stop action. And now the saga continues with world-class superstars, including the one and only Scott Hall, former world champion Jeff Jarrett, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, hardcore midget mayhem, and feel the heat from the TNA girls. Every Wednesday night at 8, TNA, total non-stop action. Wednesdays will never be the same. Call your local cable operator or satellite provider to order.
Now, does crew need that extra long towel hanging in the front for some particular reason?
In case things get a little damp.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I hate it when things get a little damp in the ring. It just ruins it all. And there's crew with whistle. That's great. Drop kick from Derek Driver, starting things off in her. And now, mind you, this is a non-title match. So Crew Jones believes that Derek Driver is not championship material, but I'm sure Derek Driver is going to bring the fight tonight to the World TV Champ.
Oh, he's got the athletic ability, it looks like. I'll tell you that.
He's got that in spades, Don.
The problem with it is he hot-dogged at the start of the match. He took his mind off the job at hand, and he got drop-kicked from the top rope for his trouble. But now he's going to get it back together. Just look.
Oh, that hurts the coconut.
The element of surprise. The element of surprise is key in so many matchups in pro wrestling, and it works against a real head case like Crew Jones, certainly.
Now, is there a particular reason why you refer to Crew Jones as a head case?
You got a couple hours? No, Crew Jones, this guy is completely full of himself. Mind you, he's got a lot of things to back up. Derek Driver, one incredible counter after another.
Oh! Is this the same Crew Jones who scored 5 touchdowns in one game?
5 touchdowns, so he says. I have not met anyone who was actually at that game.
Hey, Don, how would you sell the Crew Jones rookie card?
Oh, God, here we go.
Reluctantly.
Oh, terrific. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be lining up on the 1-800 line for that one.
Oh, well, I'll tell you
Derek
that.
Driver being
driven in.
White.
That is See? 5 times best ever. That is why this guy's got the gold.
And
He's
all
just
that-
playing with Derek Driver right now.
Well, fair enough. I mean, there have been a lot of great football players became incredible pro wrestlers over the years. Perhaps Crew Jones is going to be the next one on the list here. But Derek Driver tonight, you think otherwise. Oh, and
What a smash!
clothesline from the world TV champ Crew Jones, and Derek Driver is a complete mess.
And you know what? A lot of people have problems sometimes when you have a champion in a non-title match. But I'm sorry, I'm looking at Derek Driver. You've got to earn the right to get a shot at the title. And Crew Jones is proving right now why he is the champion and why this is a non-title match.
Okay, well, maybe you can tell me what he's trying to prove here. Well, we have Destiny, the head cheerleader, up on the... Oh! And a swift kick to the cod.
Oh, the tamales
I didn't see
are
that.
on fire.
I
The
missed it.
tamales are
I'll
on
get you the VTR, Ed.
Okay.
Crew Jones just handing it to Derek Driver here this evening, and this is... Derek Driver's looking for an opportunity, and he's being handed to...
Oh! Poor old Derek's girlfriend is wincing as she's watching this.
I don't think Derek's planning on having any kids anytime soon.
I think he should change his last name to Derek Driven.
Aha! Thank you. Ed Ferarra trying out for a PR agency.
Oh, beautiful!
Crew Jones grabbed
Beautiful.
Derek Driver by the ears and threw him over, complete super. And a pin attempt from Crew Jones, and the world TV champion decided at the last possible second he didn't want to pin him that way. What kind of champion is that?
That's a champion who's trying to show everybody just how good he is. He's out there, he wants to show everybody what he's capable of. He's not ready for this match to be over.
Oh, I see. He could have pinned Derek once
Oh,
again.
he's toying with him.
He is. I mean, it's a rerun, okay? Crew Jones is a mammoth professional wrestler. One of the very best has ever walked down the aisle here at the NCW arena. He doesn't need to be doing things like that.
I mean, obviously Derek's good, but the weight differential right here is just too much for him to handle.
It is. I mean, Derek Driver knows he's in for an uphill battle here this evening. But I mean, Crew Jones should shoot for truly a one-on-one matchup instead of using Destiny to divert the attention of referee Andrew Thomas.
Destiny is merely out there. She's an ornament. He doesn't need her. Look at him. Look at his ability. Look at his power. Look at his size. Look at his strength.
Oh, look at that suplex.
Somebody stop this.
That's a very good idea, Don.
One finger.
What kind of pin attempt was that? Last time I saw that was on a certain show on Monday night. I forgot the name of it.
I do too.
You should.
I know. I'm trying.
Crew Jones just handing it to Derek Driver here this evening.
Driver is out on his feet. Look at him.
I am surprised he's standing, although standing with a lot of persistence. And perhaps a pump slam from Crew Jones.
Now I know what Tyson must have felt like in that 8th round. I mean, it's...
How about the second round?
Hey, Mike Tyson and Crew Jones, I like that. I'll have to run that up the championship committee here.
Yeah, but Destiny better watch out if Mike gets here.
Destiny with
what's
a slap
this?
across the face of Derek Driver. Andrew Thomas could have very easily have seen that, conveniently looking the other way.
But he did not.
Yeah, just suspiciously.
That he is. That's right. Destiny once again on the ring apron. Crew Jones and Andrew Thomas having words here. Oh, for Pete's sake. Hey, Andrew Thomas, you're missing a great match. Oh, God. And Destiny and Derek Driver. Oh, mercy.
You know, she looks so innocent.
Well, she is far from innocent.
You got that right.
Do you know any cheerleaders who actually do those sort of things? Do you met any of them?
Just my ex-girlfriend after the game.
Don used to date somebody like that.
Really?
Yeah, go figure.
I think all the cheerleaders might.
Oh, wait a second. It's Sweet Dreams. Sweet Dreams has taken Destiny.
Oh, look at him.
Cheerleader
If Crew saw this, he'd go crazy. Look
Who
at
sees it?
Hey, it's Caprice Coleman. Caprice Coleman with the thermal shock on Crew Jones. Out of the crowd. Hey, Derek Driver's on top.
Hey, Ref, you're missing a great match.
He certainly is.
He's got him.
Derek Driver on top. Derek Driver has just defeated the World TV
Ladies
champ.
and gentlemen,
In a
winner of the match, Derek Driver.
It was a non-title match, but this is something Crew Jones had not anticipated. Caprice Coleman out in the crowd, using his own brother, Sweet Dreams, to divert the attention of Destiny. And oh dear, Crew Jones is going to rue the day he and Destiny walk down the aisle here at Wildside.
And you don't have a problem with the way that match ended up.
Well,
you don't have a problem that the referee missed that.
The referee should have been paying attention. If the referee was perfectly on it, looking everywhere, in every corner of the ring as well, he should be. He would have caught that.
He
But
should have caught that.
You know, the funny part is even though she's acting like she didn't, I think Destiny enjoyed that. You know what they say.
I don't know. The look on her face may imply otherwise. Coming up next, a message from CEO of Wildside, Jeff G. Bailey. It's next here on Wildside. Hang with us, folks.
It's time for the man with the style, the grace, the shape, and the face to be the television champion. Free to fight, baby. I want you. Because you know what? You ain't so bad. Number one, homo.
Shut up! Caprice Coleman, you gonna jump me from behind? Back jumper, you can't hit me from the back. I'm the man, I'm the mofo. Come from the front. The best thing on TV, and you're gonna embarrass me on TV. You quit. And sweet dreams. Shut up! Just shut up. If it wasn't for you and that idiot sweet dreams, I wouldn't be in this mess. Caprice Coleman.
Come on, Kurt.
You want to jump me? Do it man to man, freedom fight. I'm gonna break you in two. Like a bad habit, you're gone!
Woo! Go, Kurt!
What a motley crew. In this assembly, Jeff Bailey has the gumption to call the NWA Elite. However, NWA Elite have come to a bit of a crossroads here. Because last we heard, Wildside Heavyweight Champion Jason Cross has retired from pro wrestling. But of course, Jeff Bailey knows more than I do, or he certainly pretends like he does. And we're about to find out the lowdown, courtesy of attorney agent, and more importantly, CEO of Wildside, Jeff G. Bailey.
Well, since tonight seems to be a night of announcements, let me make one myself. At Freedom Fight, I know you people have been following the saga of that guy and how I have been schooling him along with the winner, Kevin Harden, on how to progress in this business and how to make himself a somebody. But last week, he dared to put his hands on me. He has committed the ultimate sin. So with Freedom Fight, what's gonna happen to you, that guy, is you are gonna have a handicap match. It's gonna be on one side of the ring, that guy. And on the other side, it's gonna be the winner, Kevin Harden. And his partner is gonna be me, Jeff G. Bailey. And what that means, that guy, is you are gonna get one final lesson. And that lesson is gonna be when you screw with the NWA Elite and Jeff G. Bailey, it leads to one thing, and that's an early death. Now, on to a situation that I know everyone is anxious to hear about, and that is Jason Cross. Now, if you are waiting for some big reason or some hidden secret, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but the reason Jason Cross is not here is because of one man, Bill Behrens.
What?
Behrens, you held Jason Cross back for months, even though every week he came out here and beat everyone you put in the ring with him. And when he finally got his title match, what happened? He pinned David Young right in the middle of the ring, only to have Bill Behrens come out here and reverse the decision and allow David Young to attack Jason from the back like the coward he is and retain the title. So what happens? We wait and we wait and we finally get the rematch that Jason Cross deserved for far too long. And what happens again? Bill Behrens sticks himself out here as the special referee in one last effort to try and screw Jason Cross again. But once again, Jason Cross proved what a talent he is and pinned David Young right here. Well, Bill Behrens was the referee, so there was no reversing of the decision. There was nothing left he could do. So he decided to screw with Jason's personal life. I'm gonna tell you people what kind of man Bill Behrens is. He got on the phone and canceled Jason Cross's plane ticket up to Philadelphia so he could not appear in the Best of the Best tournament. He took the man's livelihood away, and Jason Cross snapped. He said he could not come back to this building unless Bill Behrens was gone. Well, Behrens, that may happen sooner than you think.
Oh, for Pete's
and
sake.
now, with Jason Cross out of the War Games, it's 5-on-4. Bill Behrens is once again trying to stack the odds against my NWA Elite. Well, that doesn't matter. I've still got the Iceberg, the being of inconceivable horror. All that, Adam Jacobs. And of course, Blackout, Rain Man, and Homicide. What the hell are you doing?
Speaking of the devil, I think Bill Behrens has heard enough of that diatribe from Jeff Bailey. What a crock, a complete crock from our illustrious CEO.
Pretty much tired of hearing you. Jason Cross is a flake, and that's not why he's back here. He's a quitter. He gave up, and that's what happened. And now he's decimated your little crew. But I'm out here for just one reason. You just introduced Blackout. Don't have a problem with you tonight, Raymond, but I got a big problem with you, Homicide. I don't know if you people know, but last night, Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express, were here. Had a great match, but earlier in the evening, Homicide showed up with a friend of his, the original gangsta New Jack. And in the back, Rick Michaels was getting ready for that main event match, and they attacked him. If it wasn't for Ricky and Robert, Rick Michaels wouldn't have been in that match. I'm damn tired of this. I'm tired of you, and I'm tired of what you've been doing. You've attacked me several times. You take White Trash, you put him through, and you put him out of wrestling. You took people outside, tried to drag him out of the parking lot. Heck, you attacked me outside. I'm tired of it. It's not going to happen anymore. Next time you do anything in this building that's against the rules, you'll be suspended. Bear that in mind, all right? Bear that in mind. Don't tell me what to do. I'm telling you what to do. You can continue this piece of garbage out here. I'm done. You have your last warning. One more time, you're suspended.
Bill Behrens laying down the law. Good Lord! Homicide is asking for trouble. He's got a noose. I mean, Behrens does not deserve this. I mean, good Lord. Yes, it was on June the 14th that it was Homicide and New Jack pretty much destroyed Rick Michaels in him backstage here at the NCW Arena. And look at it. Homicide is trying to hang. Oh my God, he's going to hang NWA Vice President Bill Behrens. And obviously, oh my God, could we please get some security out here? Can we please get some... This is disgusting.
Get that security off. Get him back.
Beyond disgusting. Come on. Oh, man. Got the NWA Elite
All right, Homicide,
chasing away all security.
That's enough. Homicide, let him go, let him go. Let him go, Homicide, that's enough. Iceberg, get him off. Get him off. Get him out of here, Iceberg. Get him out. Behrens will call the police. Get him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Bailey's playing the peacemaker there. Obviously, if any more damage has been done to Behrens would be perfectly within his rights to suspend Homicide as he had threatened. But man, I mean, Behrens coming out here by himself. I mean, in some ways, it was kind of a foolish move on his part. Iceberg holding back Homicide. Boy, Homicide is off the charts with rage, but NWA Vice President once again has been destroyed by Homicide.
Ladies and gentlemen, NWA Vice President Bill Behrens has just informed me of an official decision. Homicide has been suspended indefinitely and will not be a part of the War Games. It's now 5-on-3.
Oh dear, the plot thickens. Not good news for Jeff Bailey and the NWA Elite.
Bill Behrens, this is the last straw. You are a racist. I'm telling you now, we've been down this road before. You suspended Rain Man when you put your hands on him and he defended himself. And now you want to suspend Homicide merely for the color of his skin?
Please.
I'm telling you right now, you dirty racist scum.
What the hell?
We've been down this road before, Behrens. You tried to suspend K-Crush. You had a man arrested for no reason just because he was black.
Please.
Well, I'll have you know, Bill Behrens, as a card-carrying member of the ACLU and a contributor to the Southern Poverty Law Center, I am appalled by your insidious acts of racism, and it's not gonna stand. This is gonna be what you fear most. In the War Games, there's gonna be a new heavyweight champion, and he's gonna be Rain Man, a black heavyweight champion. Bill Behrens, you can go home and bow to your flag of oppression and call your Grand Wizard on the phone, but nothing is gonna stop Rain Man from being the next heavyweight champion. And I'm telling you now, you lily white, blue-eyed devil, the next time you stick your nose in our business, it will be the last damn time. Let's go, guys.
Jeff Bailey's cries of racism completely hold
You're
no
all
water
a bunch of
whatsoever.
closet Klansmen, just like Behrens is. You're all a bunch of filthy racists.
NWA Vice President Bill Behrens is as far from a racist as you're going to find anywhere in pro wrestling. Jeff Bailey has completely flipped his wig. Cries of racism, he must be crazy. But the point is, Homicide now indefinitely suspended from Wildside, which makes the NWA Elite team at War Games for Freedom Fight short-handed indeed. Coming up next, Jeremy Lopez and Jimmy Rave vie for #1 contendership for that World Junior Heavyweight Championship held by Rocky Reynolds to be defended at Freedom Fight 2002. It's next.
Last month, the National Wrestling Alliance unleashed TNA, total non-stop action. And now the saga continues with world-class superstars, including the one and only Scott Hall, former world champion Jeff Jarrett, the world's most dangerous man Ken Shamrock, hardcore midget mayhem, and feel the heat from the TNA girls. Every Wednesday night at 8, TNA, total non-stop action. Wednesdays will never be the same. Call your local cable operator or satellite provider to order.
Bug. Jeremy Lopez, the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champ. I believe he feels just for the fact that he is the Junior Heavyweight Champ. He should be the #1 contender for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship. It doesn't always work that way, you know? Life is not always fair. And for Jeremy Lopez, the look on his face is pretty obvious why.
Here's her opponent.
However, the one person who would like to thwart Jeremy Lopez's ascension to possible Junior Heavyweight World Championship with the National Wrestling Alliance is this man right here.
From the underground, weighing in at 186 pounds, the original Trippy Rave.
Jimmy Rave is more than a little
familiar with the shenanigans of our illustrious Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion, Jeremy Lopez. And the fact that Lopez has held on to that title, and the fact that he has held on to the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion for nearly half a year at one time before briefly losing it to Todd Sexton and then recently gaining it back again. Rave would like nothing more to get that Junior Heavyweight Championship one of these days from Lopez. But if he can go through Lopez as a stepping stone and get Rocky Reynolds at Freedom Fight 2K2, that would be a feather in his cap, Dan.
Well, what a shocking turn of events we saw just before the break. You saw there Bill Barron's attacked and mugged by Homicide after reprimanding him, being suspended indefinitely, leaving the odds in the War Games at Freedom Fight 2002 to be 5-on-3. The Wildside Heavyweight title is going to be on the line in that matchup, and Jeff G. Bailey accused Bill Barons of being a racist and said he's going to make his worst nightmare come true. He's going to pick Rain Man, an odd choice to say the least, to be the Wildside Heavyweight Champion. Not to say that the Rain Man can't do it. He's certainly proved himself in tag team wrestling, but singles is not something that he's done a lot, and he's got a huge opportunity with Jeff G. Bailey behind him to become Wildside Heavyweight Champion, and it looks as if the Elite is on the same page, and they're all going to be protecting him. Adam Jacobs and Iceberg, anyway, going to be protecting him to make sure that he is the Wildside Heavyweight Champion at Freedom Fight 2002.
Fair enough, but the NWA Elite may be on the same page, but there seems to be an awful lot fewer now than there was before. 5 against 3, normally the cards are stacked against whoever Bailey's opposition is. What an unusual turn of events, and I think it's a great development. Hope there's more of it.
Jimmy Rave and Jeremy Lopez locking it up. These two men have definitely had their issues with one another. Big arm drag by Jimmy Rave, hangs on into an arm bar. A little shove, a little assist there by Speedy Nerlson.
And by the way, was there any reason why you sent Ed Ferarra up here to call matches with me?
I didn't send a damn thing. I just do what's on the format.
Don't read the sheets.
Forearm shots by Jeremy Lopez. Irish whip. Rave comes off the ropes, up and over. He's up on the shoulders of Jeremy Lopez, counters that into an arm drag of his own. Off the ropes, Irish whip. Oh, Jimmy Rave is going for a leapfrog there. Lopez caught him low. Baseball slide drop kick to the shins. Yakuza kick to the face and a neck breaker.
Lopez is loaded for bear here this evening. Becoming NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion. Again, Rocky Reynolds at Freedom Fight 2002 would be quite an accomplishment for young Mr. Lopez, as it would be for young Mr. Rave.
Jeremy Lopez is the only man that throws a Yakuza kick when the guy's been over.
Hey, if it works. Can't argue with success. And Lopez has seen more of his share of that in recent weeks. Boy, what a main event this week on Wildside. That ticking time bomb Scotty Wren, along with that sickle-wielding maniac Tank. What a tag team. Taking on both Adam Jacobs and Iceberg. Your main event this week on Wildside.
Sunset flip by Jimmy Rave, 2 count. Jeremy Lopez rolls through. Dug a clothesline by Lopez. Full Nelson. Haven't seen that maneuver in a while, but with Lopez's mat credentials, you certainly expect something to that. Oh, wait a minute. Jimmy Rave spins around with a sunset flip there again. Counters it into the 2. Okay, fans, we're back. I'm Dan the Dragon Wilson along with Stephen Prazak. You're watching the #1 wrestling alternative, NWA Wildside. Counter exchange there. Reverse DDT. Jimmy Rave hooks the leg. Only a 2.
Rave could almost taste that #1 contendership for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship, presently held by Rocky Reynolds, who was scheduled to defend it here at the NCW Arena June the 29th, Freedom Fight 2002.
And don't forget also at Freedom Fight 2002, fans, which you can order exclusively from Wildside Home Video, Briscoe versus Briscoe. Mark versus Jake, 2 athletes coming in here, renowned all over the country as a tag team and as singles wrestlers. But it's going to be a good old-fashioned case of sibling rivalry. And what a mat classic, what a wrestling classic that's going to be.
I've heard firsthand of people coming from literally all over the United States, and that match is one of the highlights of an amazing card, Freedom Fight 2002.
Lopez goes for a roaring elbow in the corner. Jimmy Rave easily telegraphed that when he got out of the way. Rave's going for the gravity killer here. He gives the signal. Lopez throws him off, and it looks like his knee buckled.
Problem is, Rave gave the signal to Lopez in the attempt. That should be the last time Rave ever does that.
And that knee just happens to be the knee that was hit by the car, that was mauled by JC Daz for months and months, and mauled by Tony Mamaluke in the I Quit match at a Hardcore Hell. It's that knee that's very questionable in the future of Jimmy Rave's young wrestling career, and it's something he's tried to keep under wraps. But it's been very obvious now in the past few months that knee is not healed properly. Inside cradle, 2 count only.
Perhaps one of the most injured athlete ever in the Wildside dressing room.
Backslide by Rave. Only gets a 2 for his efforts there as well. Rave was a rolling 3-quarter Nelson. It was almost a sunset flip combination there, but only got a 2. Nevertheless, doesn't matter what it is. Rave rolls through.
What on earth? Time expired? Hey, what happens here?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 10-minute time limit has expired.
So who's number 1 contender?
The official decision, a draw.
So it's up. Who is it going to be? Jeremy Lopez or Jimmy Rave? I mean, is it referee's decision who's the number 1 contender? What's it going to be, Dan?
I've just been handed an official announcement from the back that due to the time limit draw, both men will be declared co-number 1 contenders for the World Junior Heavyweight title. It will be decided at Freedom Fight 2002 in a 3-way dance.
So it's Lopez, Jimmy Rave, both facing in a 3-way dance Rocky Reynolds, the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion. And I imagine Lopez really wanted to wash his hands entirely of Jimmy Rave here this evening. He was not going to be getting his wish. It's a 3-way dance at Freedom Fight 2002.
Jimmy Rave, Jeremy Lopez. Coming up, fans, your main event this week. Tank and the ticking time bomb, Scottie Wren, 2 veritable psychos, get in the ring against another psycho, the monster Iceberg. And hell, they're all 4 psychos. Adam Jacobs is there too. That's next.
For years, NWA Wildside has been a revolution in professional wrestling, but now, every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on pay-per-view, NWA TNA, Total Nonstop Action, will be an evolution in professional wrestling. Don West, tell them about it.
You know the part that I can't believe, Ed? You know the part that nobody can believe? It's only $9.95.
How much?
I didn't stutter. $9.95.
This man doesn't stutter.
You're gonna get to see the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
The controversial Scott Hall.
Jeff Jarrett.
It's unbelievable.
So much more. I'm telling you, folks, you can't miss it. And for only $9.95, you can't afford to miss it.
What's that price again?
$9.95.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on pay-per-view. NWA TNA, Total Nonstop Action.
Wednesdays will never be the same.
Is there a more psychotic tag team than Tank and Scottie Wren? I think not. They're going to town on Iceberg and all that Adam Jacobs.
Tank and Scottie Wren going to town on Jacobs and the Iceberg. Here your main event this week. Little glimpse for the future, a little taste of things to come for Freedom Fight 2002 and the War Games match.
And Tank and Scottie Wren are doubling up on Iceberg, and it'll take 2 of them to knock that man down. What will it take, short of a nuclear explosion?
2 of them didn't do it. A clothesline by Scottie Wren didn't do it. A mafia kick by Tank just might have done it.
I think I did the trick. The Iceberg somehow gets through the 2nd and 3rd ropes. And all that Adam Jacobs goes careening over that top. An unintended plancha, at least as far as Adam Jacobs is concerned, onto his tag team partner. The match is young, certainly, but things are certainly going the way of the tag team of the ticking time bomb and the Tankster.
Well, the NWA Elite Camp is in a whole hell of a lot of trouble.
What a treat.
Down to 3 members in the War Games match. And now, Jacobs and the Iceberg getting it handed to them by Scottie Wren and Tank.
You know, if things go the way of Scottie Wren and Tank and the rest of their team, well, it's not really even a team. It seems to be now that the man who ends up the lone survivor in War Games will become the new Wildside Heavyweight Champ. So teams are kind of a null issue.
All that Adam Jacobs and Tank. They've had their rivalry over the past few weeks here in Wildside. It started out by locker room boasting by all that Adam Jacobs, saying Tank was simply a brawler, a punching kicker. He can only pick up furniture and hit you with it, or cut you with a murder weapon, a stabbing object. He said Tank couldn't wrestle. Tank proved him wrong. We found out that Tank had amateur wrestling credentials coming from the University of Iowa, as well as competing on the U.S. Amateur National Freestyle Team.
And something somewhere happened along the line that turned Tank into a complete psychopath.
Well, if you can cut somebody or you can out-wrestle him, I'm a violent guy. I prefer to cut him. I mean, if I'm Tank, that's what I'm thinking.
You stay over there. You stay over there, Dan.
Well, which is going to have more permanent effect? You got to ask Tank. He had the sickle.
Well, in all honesty, I mean, you want to bring the sickle, you want to bring the amateur wrestling, you want to bring everything to the game. And who would ever known that Tank had half of that arsenal available to him? And we only found out here in recent weeks that Tank could pull off that too. But there's no discounting the sickle-wielding maniac side of Tank, and I think that's probably the most dangerous side of the two.
Kip up by Jacobs, dug of a clothesline, Nagisateru.
Ouch.
Wheelbarrow German suplex by Tank. And Tank stretching out all that Adam Jacobs.
Tank is great finding the entire top half of Adam Jacobs, only to have quarter ton plus of Iceberg break things up.
All that Adam Jacobs. Couple of shots to the head of Tank. Reversal by Tank. Jacobs comes back. Power slam by the man from the Garden State. Big elbow drop. And a tag made into the ticking time bomb.
You know, I mean, Adam Jacobs is definitely a well put together athlete, but among these monsters, Adam Jacobs almost looks small. Bizarre.
Scottie Wrenn charging in avalanche on all that Adam Jacobs.
The ticking time bomb, who seems to be in ticking time bomb mode 24/7.
Scottie Wrenn wants the Iceberg. And it seems that these two athletes have been on a collision course. The stars line, it's destined for them to somewhere meet one-on-one in the future. Because of their similar track records, their parallel paths to success here in Wildside, both men deemed unstoppable. Both men deemed unable to feel pain. Big right hand by the Iceberg. There's one for Scottie Wrenn. There's one for the Iceberg. Scottie Wrenn goes to the old-fashioned rake of the eyes.
The old equalizer, one of many.
Reversal by the Iceberg. Scottie Wrenn comes back. Sidewalk slam.
Coming from Iceberg, that is the whole sidewalk.
Could he be going for the ground zero splash?
Oh dear.
No, he drops an elbow.
Very Abdullah-like, and I think I know where he got that one from.
2 count only.
He dropped that elbow like a house of ribs.
Of course, we do know Iceberg was protéged by Abdullah the Butcher. He turned on Abdullah and defeated him and pinned him. One of the few men to ever do that. He holds a pin over Abdullah the Butcher, and he holds a pin over Mr. Pogo, as well as having dominated damn near the entire NWA Wildside roster. He ended White Trash's career. The Iceberg has been one of the most dominant and just sociopathic, murderous figures in the history of the company. Here comes the Iceberg.
Oh! I believe when Ivan Koloff invented that mood, he didn't quite have the end effect quite like that when quarter ton plus of Iceberg goes thundering across the back, the ticking time bomb. Beautiful drop kick from all that Adam Jacobs.
2 count only. It's going to be speed versus power here all the way with Jacobs and Wrenn. If Jacobs wants to incapacitate Scottie Wrenn, he's going to have to be dirty and he's going to have to stick and move. And being dirty fits right into his game plan. Tag made into the 600-pound no-paint train.
The Harbinger of Sorrow is bringing his A game here this evening. I've never seen anybody handle Scottie Wrenn quite with the success that Iceberg is doing tonight here on Wildside.
The Iceberg in control, stepping on the throat of Scottie Wrenn, and that would crush the head of a normal man. But the ticking time bomb, Scottie Wrenn has proven through his history in Wildside that he's no normal man. He's practically superhuman.
Hell, he's abnormal. Let's face facts.
Dug of a clothesline by Scottie Wrenn, dug of an elbow. He comes off the ropes, high cross body by the ticking time bomb, flying around like a cruiserweight.
Did I see Iceberg go down?
That you did.
One of the rarest occasions here on Wildside.
It's a handful, under a half a dozen times.
Yeah.
The Iceberg has left his feet.
One of life's many wonders.
All that Adam Jacobs. Now a big man after he's been crushed by the Iceberg. Dug of a clothesline by Jacobs. Super kick.
I guess not.
Going back to the top.
Terrific.
And it fails him yet again.
You're 0 for 2 in this one, Jacobs.
Superplex by the ticking time bomb.
And Red is only just a couple of feet away from the tagging hands of the sickle-wielding maniac Tank. But does Ren have any idea where in the ring he is? I think not. Crowd firmly behind Ren with the cries of tick, tick.
All that Adam Jacobs is to his feet. Psycho Scotty Slam! And that would have been all she wrote for Jacobs, but the Iceberg is in there to break it up. Here comes Tank. He's